Everyone, how's it going? Yes, Ron Nick's rundown is back and just in time, definitely for the recap of week one of the NFL season. Definitely a lot to talk about from Thursday night to the Cowboys and Bucks and all the craziness that happened last night. Nick is back with me. He hasn't been with me in the last few episodes. Nick, how are you doing this evening, and how do you feel about the NFL season so far?
So far so good. Can't complain.
Mm.
Yeah, we're working hard, making this money,
Mhm.
making some sneaker deals. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
Would you like to just show people the stickers before we get started?
We show them at the end.
Okay, that's fine then.
We get right to it.
Yeah, let's get right to it, all right, because I'm definitely let's just go ahead. I'm going to pop the graphic up right now. Yes, and Nick, that's your little title that you mentioned yesterday.
You want to win for Jameson? Huh? You want to win for Jameson? That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, yes, we'll discuss it. Yes, my Packers got destroyed yesterday. And before we continue on with that game,
with that Duke Deuce, boy, Jim, that's how he was dancing right there on the field on the Packers. Right there. Yes, sir. Want to win for Jameson.
I was so embarrassed. As a Packers fan, I was completely embarrassed. I've never been more embarrassed to watch a Packers game than I was yesterday.
That was the highlight of my life.
It was. I'm sure it was.
One of a few.
Yeah, we just had no desire, no passion at all. Aaron Rodgers looked terrible. The whole team looked terrible. I mean, Jameis Winston had 5 touchdowns on the day in Jacksonville. 5 touchdowns. Game was in Jacksonville. Let me remind you all. Jameis Winston had 5 touchdowns on the day. Okay, and Aaron Rodgers had 2 picks. 2 picks. If you'd have told me that this would happen in Jacksonville with both those quarterbacks, I would have thought you all were crazy, honestly. And I'm honestly pissed off as a Packers fan because, like I said, that was disgraceful. It was embarrassing. I've never been more embarrassed to watch a Packers game in my life than I was yesterday.
Trash.
I don't understand.
Trash.
We sucked.
Basura.
We sucked, period. We were absolutely terrible. And I don't understand how. I really do not understand how bad. I can't believe how bad we were.
I tell you why. Because your man don't want to be in it no more. He's sick of it. You hold the man hostage. He been wanting to leave. You gave him some hush money, and now he hushed y'all up too yesterday with that field play. Mm-hmm. Where was that? You messed up my whole fantasy team in the afternoon. That's the afternoon foot fantasy team. Well, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Davante Adams. That was a gold mine, and you blew it.
Yeah, well, you thought Aaron Rodgers got a big day. I mean, others did too. I mean, that's not on Aaron. I mean, obviously,
I should win with my mom. You want to win for Jameson?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't expect Jameson to have 5 touchdown passes. Nobody did. 14 of 20, 148 yards. He only had 20 passes yesterday, and threw 5 touchdown passes.
That's all he needed.
Okay, but anyway, Aaron Rodgers was 15 of 28, 133 passes, 2 picks. I've never seen the throws that Aaron Rodgers made like he did yesterday. The offense just looked absolutely terrible. Okay. Third quarter was a disgrace. He threw 2 picks and 2 picks, and including one that was not one, excuse me. There was 2 picks and we had a turnover on downs. Okay. Turnover on downs. It was absolutely terrible. And pretty much in our own territory, went for a 4th and 1. Mm-hmm. And yes, 4th and 1 was 4th and short. And Aaron Rodgers tried to throw it to Davante Adams and came up short. It was just a disaster from start to finish. And like I said, as a Packers fan, I was completely disgusted. I was disgusted. I can't believe that I was so hyped for that game, for that to happen, for that butt whooping to happen. It was just a disgrace.
Ass whooping. You got like PG, right? It's not rated G. We ain't in school no more.
No, we're not.
It's trash. Got that ass handed to. That's what happened.
Yes.
Smacked up. You understand me? Smacked up real quick. Hit him with the.
Whatever. I'm just like I said.
I'm gonna say there be days like this. I ain't never seen somebody get their ass whooped like that.
Whatever. But anyway, let's talk about James for a second. You know, he pretty much sat most of the year last year, pretty much learning from Drew Brees. And he did have his 5 touchdown passes, and he looked really good. What did you think of Jameis's performance?
He looked like he always looked good, except for them interceptions he usually throw. Mm-hmm. He just cut that out. He's been all right. Mm-hmm. But, it took him a year to get his mind right, get it together. Had to sit behind one of the greatest to ever do it. Mm-hmm. And game 1 already looking like it's been a good gamble. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I ain't got no problem with Jameis. Not at all.
Yeah, but what do you think about the Saints going forward? I know we have 16 more games.
I think they'd be fine if they keep playing like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
If we just going off of week 1 results, I mean, I don't think they're gonna be terrible. The defense is really good.
Yeah, defensively they completely destroyed. Like I said, they destroyed us. Period on both ends of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't understand. Like I said, man, I was just disgusted. I can't believe how bad we looked. It was probably a humbling experience. We didn't need a humbling experience. Well, I guess we needed it this early, but it was just I was just ashamed and just disgusted how my boys played yesterday. It was an absolute disgrace.
Don't try to
Period.
Don't try to be all political. You was in here hot. You was in here
hot.
cussing.
I was angry. No, I sat there. I was quiet. I mean, it was just at the point.
You went to sleep. You so upset.
It's fine.
I went to sleep about it.
I didn't sleep.
Bucko. Yeah, Bucko.
No, I was all right. But it's an absolute. I was completely angry.
Yeah, Bucko.
I was completely angry about that. Period. All right, we're gonna move on because I'm about tired of talking about my Packers, how bad they were. You better show up. You better show up next Monday night against the Lions. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man, that's gonna be another good
one. No. It better be a better one for the Packers.
Jared Goff, man.
Okay. We're not losing to Jared Goff. No.
Yeah, I'm losing to him.
No, we're not losing to him. Anyway, let's talk about one of the better games yesterday. The Chiefs defeating the Browns 33-29. This is one of those games, Nick. I felt like the Browns had. This is the one that I think the Browns gave away. I truly do, more than the Chiefs coming back. I think the Browns had this game wrapped up. They were up 22-10 at the half. They're up 29-20 in the fourth quarter. Okay, that was definitely after Kareem Hunt's two yard touchdown run. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, I thought, ran the ball pretty well. Didn't you think so? Yesterday.
Yes,
but yes. But then what happened? Obviously,
what had happened?
Yes. Then early in the fourth quarter, we had Patrick Mahomes throwing in one of those unbelievable throws like he always does. But he threw it to Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill, that was definitely around the 30, I believe around the 30-yard line. And he took it for 75 yards, Nick. 75 yards in the end zone for a touchdown. And then later on, Jamie Gillen, I don't understand this at all. All the punter, all you have to do is just catch the ball with your hands. That's it. It was not a high snap.
Yeah.
He literally fumbled the punt, which I just did not understand.
They shouldn't have put him in that position to do that.
Well,
they should have put him out in their misery. Now they're playing.
They were playing yesterday.
You play to win the game.
Yeah, but of course it was.
You don't count on the punter to save you.
But I mean, it was a big play. I mean, it was one of the biggest breaking point of this game. It
definitely was a big play, but hey, you would have scored when you're supposed to instead of kicking them field goals. You wouldn't have to worry about this conversation. Now, would we?
Well, we know how good the Chiefs are offensively. They're gonna get theirs, obviously. But I'm just saying, man, Jimmy Gillen, you absolutely cannot do that. Period. You absolutely cannot do that. And of course, obviously, Patrick Mahomes threw an 8-yard touchdown pass to Travis Kelce at the Cleveland 8, and obviously that's pretty much all she wrote there. And yes, the Chiefs did go on to win 33-29. It was definitely one of the bigger, definitely to be the best game, maybe the best game of the day, possibly. Okay. And like I said, the Browns, man, definitely, like I said, Chiefs are going to get theirs. I know Tyrann Mathieu, they definitely need him back. I know he's activated from the COVID list yesterday, but unfortunately, he did not play. The Chiefs defense has got to definitely step up and play better, though, because they're not going to win a Super Bowl with them playing as bad as they did yesterday. And obviously, the offense just can't bail them out every week. I mean, if anyone could do it, it's Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs. But in your perspective, what do you think? How good do you think Chiefs can be?
They'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be fine. Playoff team, all due respect. Browns, they let one go.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Browns is gonna be all right, man.
Yeah.
They actually look like a legit team.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they look like a team that got lucky.
Got lucky.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they were looking like a team that got lucky last year. I don't care what nobody say.
Mm.
Yeah, but that game 1 against the Chiefs, they look like they belong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look like they ready to contend for that spot. So, Yeah, they look good. I give them that. They just didn't execute when it counted.
Mm-hmm.
Sucker.
Yeah, they should have. And that was, like I said, that was a game that they definitely let slip by. Definitely was unfortunate for the Browns. Definitely would have been a huge win for them, but unfortunately, that will not happen for the Browns. But they have the Texans coming up on Sunday. I think they can win their home game against the Texans in Cleveland, especially. But Odell Beckham still not back, obviously, from his ACL and his knee injury. Hopefully, he will be back soon. But like I said, the Browns definitely have some good things going for them. Baker didn't play too bad either. I thought, like I said, Nick Chubb, who fumbled the ball, actually, I never thought I'd see that. But Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt definitely will carry the team with their run game, I think, for sure. Let's talk about another game, the Cardinals and the Titans. Now, Titans definitely disappointed yesterday, I thought. I thought their performance was pretty darn weak.
Trash.
Yeah, it was a trash performance.
I wasn't as trash in them Packers, but they were trash.
No.
Trash in them Packers. Them was trash.
Man. Kyler Murray, 5 touchdowns on a total of 5 touchdowns on the day, 4 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown. Also, Chandler Jones, 5 sacks on the day. Greer had 5 sacks on the day. They destroyed the Titans.
That's what if I'm a coach, I'm tackling all the DBs when I get to the back. That's how you hit. You just stand there, huh? You're standing there watching them catch the ball. Hopkins just doing whatever he wants. This is what you do. I knock one of them to the ground. Now halftime. That's what you do.
I'm just trying to
put a hand on him.
Sheesh. I'm trying to understand how Kyler Murray definitely was able to just scramble all over the field, backpedaling, and Titans defenders cannot defend him. I would have
got thrown out the game for that one. I would have knocked him on his ass.
Oh, really?
Yep, cold cocked him. Yeah, man. Somebody got to send a message. Man, ain't gonna be dancing on me on the field. Keep it up.
And shoot, man, it was just. I mean, like I said, it was just a perfect game for the Titans. I mean,
the words of Charles Barkley. Sometimes you gotta knock a man on his ass. Let him know you ain't the one to be dancing on.
Mm-hmm. And shoot, how about, and let's see, like I said, the Titans I thought played poorly. Derrick Henry only had 58 yards on the day, 17 carries.
Oh, man, I'm glad I ain't picking for fantasy.
Yep.
2 through.
And like I said, Taylor Lewan, he definitely had a bad day as far as left tackle position. Taylor, he pretty much the one who did his best to try to stop Chandler Jones.
Yeah, the guy who's about to lose his job.
He gonna lose his job.
Man, he going to the bench. Something. He running laps. He doing crabs. Something at practice. He doing something, man. Hey, man, you gonna do something. You just ain't gonna come back here and think you gonna start again. You gotta earn that spot. 5 sacks.
Yes.
This cat's only got 5 sacks in the whole season.
Yeah. Now he didn't allow all 5 sacks, but he was definitely
close enough.
Yeah, he definitely.
I don't care. He was there.
Yes. Yes, he certainly was there.
Oh man, I couldn't have been. I would have just set up a piece of cardboard and like, hey, when you D lineman, come run through this. That was you. The whole game. A piece of cardboard. That's all was standing there.
Yeah.
Tannehill getting murdered.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Hitting him, man. This dude crazy.
Yeah. It was definitely not a good day for the Tennessee Titans. I mean, their defense is still trash. They are awful.
You're trash.
Period. What do you think about with this NFC West? Actually, we're gonna talk about that some more. But what do you think about the Cardinals and their chances to win the NFC West? You think they're gonna get a wild card? They're gonna try to win the division? They look pretty. Like I said, they look great yesterday.
Wild card. Yeah. They just shot the Titans. I don't know if that's gonna be another. I have to see them do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Titans wasn't expecting that.
They should have expected that. I mean, they know Kyler Murray's a good quarterback.
They had Julio. They had Brown.
AJ Brown, yes.
They had Derrick Henry. Shoot, man. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we found out it wasn't. Good and terrible.
Yeah, man.
Sack of shit.
But let's go ahead and get to this next game here. Let's talk about the Steelers and the Bills. Steelers came in there, 6.5-point underdog, and they came in and beat the Bills. Steelers came in to Buffalo and beat the Bills 23-16.
Luck.
Okay. You called that luck? I didn't call luck at all.
That was by committee.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it took the whole squad, a halftime speech, and a cartwheel for them to beat the Bills. Had they number the whole game, and then after halftime, they just thought it was over. I don't get it. Mike Tomlin must got some kind of pixie dust or something in the damn pocket or something.
look, their defense definitely stepped up, and they stepped up big time. Is
Yeah,
what
they
defense
did.
and special teams played well, and obviously the biggest play of the game was definitely their block punt, which was
Oh, yeah.
returned. Yes, which was and forgive me, I'm going Ulysses Gilbert. That's who it is. If I butchered your first name, I'm sorry. But first of all, it was a block punt from the Steelers that definitely, and he returned it for a touchdown to give the Steelers a 20-10 lead. That was a huge moment there for the Steelers against the Bills, and obviously T.J. Watt did his thing with a couple of sacks and a forced fumble.
Through the remote when they hit that block punt, I was like, man, y'all just give it a game away. You had them right there.
And
we thought they were.
But we got to talk about Ben Roethlisberger, man. Ben Roethlisberger,
Big Ben.
He just looked slow. He looked old.
He wasn't slow in that bathroom.
Oh boy.
Wrong. But yeah, he looked like he's a man on his last leg.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it.
Hurrah! Somebody called Dwayne Haskins. Somebody called Killer Cam. Somebody. Ben, this is Ben's last hurrah.
Yeah, I didn't think it looked well, except for that one drive that they had that actually gave them the 13-10 lead. And I gotta give props to Deontay Johnson, who caught that 5-yard touchdown pass because he led the league in drops last year. He had 15 drops last year. Remember last year when he played against the Bills, he had sat on the bench in the first half because he had a couple of drops, and Tomlin just about had it and had him sit there. But thankfully, he gave the Steelers the lead, and it was just good to see Pittsburgh Steelers actually do their thing yesterday. On the road against Buffalo, no matter how it looked, they got a big W yesterday.
Big Ben needs a committee like Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady looks great because he got a fantastic committee now.
Mm-hmm.
I say he wouldn't look good without them guys, but it don't hurt.
Right.
So that's what Ben needs to stay relevant. I hate to say it. He don't need nobody he got to develop. He needs somebody that he players already developed and ready to go.
Yes. Now, Josh Allen, he did get sacked 3 times yesterday. The Bills' offense didn't quite look too good. But I mean, Josh Allen, he had 30 of 51, 270 yards. 1 touchdown pass, was sacked 3 times. The running game obviously is not as great. It's still not very good. But should we still consider the Bills? I know it's only week 1, but should we still consider the Bills a Super Bowl contender? I know people have made them Super Bowl contenders and possibly win the Super Bowl.
I don't know about Super Bowl contender, but they win in the division.
Mm-hmm.
That's a landslide.
Mm.
I don't care what the Dolphins did to them. Slap Patriots. Poor little Mac.
Mm-mm-mm.
Huh?
Man.
What about Denzel? Like, huh? Cam Newton? Huh?
No, wait a minute.
Cam Newton beat the Dolphins last year. With cashiers from Kmart.
Okay, first of all,
that's just wide receivers.
So you know what? We'll get back to that.
Man.
Okay. First of all, we will get back to that. I promise you, we are going to get back to that. Okay. But I'm gonna move on to this next one.
Kmart cashiers. He whooped the Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah, with wide receivers from Kmart, food linebackers, and Walmart old linemen.
Okay.
Shit.
But all right, we gotta talk about another game here. The Vikings and the Bengals. Excuse me, y'all. 27-24. Bengals winning in overtime. Joe Burrow coming back from his torn ACL and came back and led his team to victory. I thought he looked great yesterday.
He looked nice.
20-27, 261 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Joe Mixon had 29 carries for 127 yards and a touchdown. Good to see him playing well. And all the talk with Jamar Chase, the drops. Obviously, 5 catches for 101 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, he did well yesterday. I thought he looked. I thought he did very well.
They look pretty good, but see, the Vikings has always been a shaky team, real shaky.
Yeah, with Kirk Cousins,
a little shaky.
Man, it's ridiculous. They were trailing 21-7. I guess the Vikings came back to try to win this game.
Kirk Cousins played pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Put some balls up, but how many years left on Kirk Cousins' contract?
Yeah, we got a few more, about another year or so.
You stuck with him.
Yeah, they will be stuck with him.
Guaranteed all that money. I had to do a double take.
It won't be much longer. It won't be much
long
longer.
enough. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is horrible, but he ain't worth all that money.
Yes, but the biggest play obviously was in overtime when Dalvin Cook. I usually call him Let Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook goodness gracious, he fumbled the ball in the excuse me. Dalvin Cook fumbled the ball pretty much at the Cincinnati 38. It was definitely very, very poor. Pretty much poor performance there. And yes.
You know who else was poor?
What?
The Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No.
I'm gonna let that ride.
No. And McPherson had a 30-yard field goal to win the game.
That sound like all y'all had.
That is all we had, guys.
Woo!
Woo! Whatever. That is exactly all we had.
Woo!
That is exactly all we had. I mean, like I said, but credit to the Bengals. They definitely did their thing yesterday.
Yes, it did.
Yes, I thought it was well done. They got their first win. They head to Chicago. They faced one of their former players, Andy Dalton, on Sunday. We'll get to him in a second. Trust me. 49ers and Lions. 49ers almost blew it. Almost blew a huge lead. They had a 28-point lead and almost blew it. Period.
Yep.
And they almost blew it. Yes, they almost blew it. 41-33. They ruined the point spread for everyone who bet in FanDuel because they were 9.5-point favorite and they ended up winning by 8, which sucks. Okay. There's no excuse for the Lions to even have a chance to come back when they were up by 28 at that point. Okay. It really makes no sense to me. But anyway, 49ers did win. Trey Lance did get a touchdown pass. But we did have a lot of injuries in this game. Jeff Okudah from the Lions, defensive back, he tore his Achilles. He's done for the season. Jason Barrett, he tore his ACL. He's done for the season. Raheem Mostert, knee injury. He'll be out for 8 weeks.
Sick of this man messing up my daggone fantasy team.
I know, he can't stay healthy.
All he had to do was give me 100.
Yeah. But anyway, we already know about the Lions. We know how bad. We know they're going to be a bad team this year. Well, actually, good effort for them.
They're going to be bad next week, though.
No, they will be bad next week.
Nah,
they will be bad next week.
I don't know, Coach. I don't know. You know, something about that golf. He had got some, demons to get off his back.
No.
Rodgers might be that demon.
No.
Yeah,
they'll be better. They'll be better next week.
Well, they go smoke y'all boots, and when they do, I'm going to act a fool on the next show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. It's not happening. It will not happen. Period. It's not happening next week. Okay, it's not happening. We're gonna move on. Well, but actually, no. That's well. When do you think Trey Lance is gonna be a starter for the 49ers?
Next week.
Next week. You think he's gonna start? You think he's gonna start next week?
Nah, week. What's the week 1, week 4,
week 4 or 5?
Yep.
You think he'll start over Jimmy G?
Yep. They already and they don't draft a man that high. They don't draft a man that high to have. Well, they could pull the Aaron Rodgers thing and let them learn. But I'm just, Jimmy G done had a lot of chances.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he trash or nothing like that, but it just ain't working out.
Man, listen. I think, like I said, 49ers, they play the Eagles coming up this week. We'll talk about the Eagles in a second. It'll be real quick, too, about them. That was definitely a great win for the Eagles yesterday. Now, we are going to talk about something that was pretty big, pretty critical moment here in the fourth quarter yesterday. It was definitely the Dolphins and the Patriots. Dolphins are winning that game 17-16. But, man, the big fumble there with Damian Harris, it was pretty much caused by one of the best corners of the game, Xavier Howard, and he recovered it. Man, Damian Harris, it was right at the Miami 11. They could have at least took the lead or kick a field goal and took the lead. But, unfortunately, that did not happen.
That sound like the ghost of Cam. Cam would have got it.
Oh, Cam would have got it, huh?
Yeah, he wouldn't have fumbled it right there.
What? Are you kidding me? I've seen him fumble last season against the Bills.
Yeah, that was after COVID.
No, whatever.
That's after they caught COVID.
No.
That was after they caught COVID.
Fumbled.
That's after they caught COVID.
He still fumbled.
He was trying to get himself together.
Okay.
Man, it's ridiculous. He didn't fumble at the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
He fumbled out there in the field. Trying to save them Kmart cashier wide receivers, the Walmart O-line.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah,
that Dollar Tree running back. Sick of it, man. Y'all quit talking about Cam, man, like he's trash.
Look, serious is that though, man. Like I said, Mac Jones, I didn't think he looked too bad. I know there was a pass interference that was called on the Dolphins, which was a terrible pass interference call, I thought. But anyway, it was definitely a great. I thought it was obviously a pretty good AFC East game. Dolphins, I thought, like I said, they got the win. They got they pretty much led the league last year, at least last season, with 28 takeaways. So their defense definitely showed up. Okay, Tua did get a touchdown. He looked pretty good.
No, he ain't.
You didn't think he looked that good?
I want to win. Put Deshaun in.
Oh,
Make the trade, man.
You're not.
Make the trade.
It's not happening this year.
Oh.
It's not happening. He's not going to play any football at all this year. You can just. I'm already past that by now.
Oh boy, I can't even go into it like I want to. a lot of different variables in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
How that came about, dag nabbit.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Chargers and the Washington football team. Okay. 20-16 was the final. Got to give it up to Justin Herbert. I mean, that was a very, very tough game for him against that Washington football team front seven. That is a very tough group. Just imagine if Washington just had a better offense. If they just had an offense they could put together, that team could be really good.
Good and terrible.
Whatever. But but like I said, it was definitely late in the game. But the biggest turning point was obviously pretty much Antonio Gibson definitely fumbling the ball there late in the game. Hold on. Yes, it was early in the fourth quarter. He fumbled the ball right on their own 4-yard line.
Trash.
Yes, and then pretty much that led to a Mike Williams touchdown catch from Justin Herbert. It was a 3-yard touchdown pass.
You don't fumble the ball.
Yeah, you just don't. And that was just bad. They were up 28. They were up 16-13 at that point. But unfortunately, the Chargers, but like I said, it was an unfortunate turnover there. But like I said, man, the Washington football team, you know, we're going to see what's going on with the QB situation. Ryan Fitzpatrick definitely is going to be out for a while, but 6 to 8 weeks. He now has a hip injury. You got to feel bad for him. And
who's back up?
Taylor Heineke is going to be the same guy that played in the playoffs last year. Did pretty well against the Tampa Bay Bucks. If you
That's because they got caught by surprise.
No, boy.
That's how they always look when they start out.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that what happened in Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? When Cam left and they had that backup guy.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? They said, "Oh yeah, Cam, that's Cam replacing." I said, "Watch after 3 or 4 games, they're gonna learn how this man play, and he's gonna be trash."
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, like I called it, trash. He was throwing picks left and right. That's all I need. I need a couple of takes to study. That's it.
And I'm just telling
predictable.
I'm telling you, but I don't know. Washington football team, I am nervous about their offense for sure. I'm nervous about their offense because like I said, defensively, Chase Young, they have
the defense is fine.
Their defense is great.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah,
underdeveloped.
Yeah, the offense is what I'm a little worried about for Washington football team going forward. And like I said, Justin Herbert, kudos to him for keep fighting against that defense. I know that was a very tough assignment over there in FedEx Field, and hopefully FedEx Field.
This is a job.
It is a job. Yes. Yes. It could have been worse.
Yeah,
and hopefully FedEx Field will have their sewage problem cleaned up before Thursday night's game against the Giants.
And that would have hit me. I would have fell all over the floor. Oh man, I need some season tickets. I need some money. Ow.
I would have been pissed off personally having sewage on my clothing. That would in my hair, in my head, it would have been a nightmare. But anyway, let's move on. Bears and Rams. Matthew Stafford, he looks like a much happier man these days.
Yeah,
definitely 20 of 26, 321 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a big win over the Bears, 34-14. Like I said, this offense is going to be incredible. They will be in the top 5 this year for sure, but they are going to have to improve on their running game. I think they will. They have 16 more games to do it. They have to improve on their running game. But Matthew Stafford just looked great. He had receivers wide open all day long. Cooper Kupp looked great. 7 catches, 108 yards and 3 touchdowns. And a touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 20 of 26, 321 yards and 3 touchdown passes. I've never seen Matthew Stafford look as comfortable and as happy as he did.
Yeah, when he had Megatron, he looked comfortable.
Well, I mean, there too. But I'm just saying, he had a bigger smile on his face, though. Now
I'll be happy too if I'm out of Detroit. No disrespect to Detroit listeners, if you following or listening, but you know your city.
Yes.
And it's not glitz and glam.
No.
You know, it's not that LA weather.
No.
It might be minus that LA traffic, but that LA weather, that all that ambiance and things to do and people to see, or people to see and things to do, or people to
listen. But
all I'm saying is Detroit, I'll be tickled too. Now for Jared Goff, I know it gotta be a culture shock.
Yes, it is a culture shock, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just telling you, I think, like I said, I think Stafford, I think he's a lot happy because this is now a legit team that could actually has a chance to go to the Super Bowl. But he had Calvin Johnson, that's pretty much was it. Thankfully, he had Megatron back then. But now you got plenty of weapons now. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Tyler Higbee. You got so many people now you can throw to.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yes. Well, Deshaun Jackson, he may get a touchdown or two. But anyway, I think that the Rams definitely look like a team that could definitely win some. It definitely has a chance to go to the Super Bowl this year. They have a chance. What do you think of them for our Super Bowl contenders?
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. They found a way to muck it up. Well, they got Matthew Stafford now. I can't say that. Jared Goff was the man mucking it up.
Mm-hmm.
See, if they had Matthew Stafford against the Patriots in the Super Bowl, the Rams would have won.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what nobody say. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. They would have smoked them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Smoked their boots, man.
Mm-hmm. As for the Bears, Justin Fields, he did run in for a touchdown. The Bears, they just look a lot better when he's on the offensive side of the ball. No matter how much times he may get sacked or not, I don't get what Matt Nagy is doing. Why do you want Andy Dalton? Well, Andy Dalton, he's going to start at least 2 or 3 more. I think at least 3 more games before Justin Fields is finally the guy.
Man. Just trying to groom the man. Let him see what it's like. Get his feet wet a little bit, man. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. He got time. Andy Dalton he gonna ran out of there. See now if it was Cam, they would have already put Cam out and gave Justin Fields the job. See, you know where I'm going with that now, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. But I'm telling you, man, the Bears they have got to figure that out with Justin Fields. Just go it. I mean, they're gonna start him. I think by week 4 or week 5, they're gonna start him. They're not gonna start him against the Browns in week 3. I'm already declaring that now. That's not happening.
That's not happening.
But at least by week 4 or week 5, I think they will start Justin Fields.
Jeez.
I don't know. I mean, now they play the Bengals, like I said, on Sunday. I don't know if they'll win that game.
Revenge game for Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Street Fighter music.
All right. Seahawks and Colts. I thought the Seahawks looked really good. 28-16. Russell Wilson definitely looked great to me. He threw three of his 4 touchdowns in the first half. Definitely including some big ones to Tyler Lockett. His man with Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, I definitely could see plenty of touchdowns from Lockett this year. He threw pretty much Tyler Lockett for 23 yards and definitely threw a bomb to Lockett for 69 yards yesterday. I thought the Seahawks looked great. I thought the defense looked great. Carson Wentz didn't necessarily look terrible, but it wasn't necessarily his best effort. Well, not his best effort. It was good to see him back playing football. He was dealing with a foot injury. Obviously,
I don't want no excuses. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
Cam had COVID. Everybody was talking about.
No. He was healed.
Yeah, whatever,
25,
man.
38, 251, 2 touchdowns.
None of that.
But I mean, his offensive line didn't look good against that Seahawks defense at all. They were not ready for that one, man. The Seahawks were ready. Russell Wilson was definitely prepared. I thought, like I said, Russell Wilson looked great. Like I said, man, there's another team in the NFC West. I think we pretty much touched on every NFC West team. Which NFC West team do you think will win this year? Do you like the Rams? Do you like Seahawks? Do you like 49ers, Cardinals? Who do you think will be? It's gonna be a dogfight this year in NFC West.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Mm-hmm. You going with the Rams?
Yep.
Wow.
Seahawks is gonna be the wild card, and 49ers ain't gonna make it.
Wow. You don't the 49ers aren't gonna make the playoffs?
No.
Wow.
I said it first right here.
It could be all 3. Why can't it just be 3 teams from NFC West go to the playoffs?
It'd be the Cardinals that's going, but not the 49ers.
Wow.
As long as Jimmy G at the helm.
Oh.
Y'all, Deebo Samuel, y'all wide receiver. That sound like a winner to me.
Well, I mean,
Deebo.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's talk about another game. We're going to go this fly by next few days because it pretty much was a beatdown. Eagles beating the Falcons 32-16. Eagles look great. But it was against the Falcons.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni, definitely a great first win for him. Other than now, pretty much Arthur Smith, not so much.
No Falcons.
Yeah,
they ain't been the same since 28-3.
Yeah.
I don't care what y'all say. Y'all ain't come back from that yet.
Yes. Oh man.
Y'all still riding that daggone hit knockout.
Oh man. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts 27 of 35, 264 yards and 3 touchdown passes, including one to Devontae Smith rookie Devontae Smith on the day. Pretty much what's your thoughts on the Eagles?
Eagles gonna be fine, moving right along. That game, man, we ain't got much to talk about besides Jalen Hurts smoking them boys' boots, and he is what we thought he was. Man, doing that man dirty like that in college and try to slice him down in the league. Look at him now, proving folk wrong again.
Yeah, he's a shoot. Big ups to him.
He's here to stay. I love me some Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I hope he does well. I truly do.
Pushing the Jets, I got him.
Well, the Jets have Zach Wilson, and that's who's nice little transition there. They're pretty much Sam Darnold gets his win over against his former team.
I'm not shocked about none of that.
19-14. Okay, Zach Wilson got sacked 6 times. Let's say that he got sacked 6 times. Sam Darnold went 25-34, 279, and a touchdown. And Christian McCaffrey had 30 touches. Now he did return. He didn't score a touchdown, but he was very backed up, and they got him busy right at the gate. 30 touches. He had 21 carries. He had 9 catches. He had 98 yards rushing and 89 yards receiving. That is at least, if my math serves me correctly, 207. I hope that's right.
Let me tell you something. DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey, y'all have one job. Y'all just score a goddamn touchdown.
Yep.
And I would have won $50,000. Oh no!
Sorry. That's 187 total.
Don't care about that.
By Christian McCaffrey.
Don't care about none of that.
Math.
You had a job to catch the ball. I don't care if I'm gambling. I need my money. Y'all had one job. Score. Everybody else did their job. The whole parlay. Everybody. Everybody did their job. Even Sam Darnold scored.
So this is your beef with the Panthers. You just didn't get your money for the fantasy contest. 12 leg parlay. And I hit 10 out of 12. I'm sorry about that. I truly am. Do you think, what about the Panthers? We think
they're not making the playoffs, but they'll be fine.
That was good. And as far as the Jets, it's definitely going to be some growing pains for them.
Yeah, they're going to be slapped around.
Yeah, I feel bad for Robert Saleh.
That's all right.
Coach,
there'll be some growing pains. But yeah, Sam Darnold is not a bad quarterback, man. He just wasn't. I love my Jets, but they did him dirty, man. They ain't putting nothing around that, man. They ain't putting that, man. They put a cokehead for a coach. I mean, allegedly. Be clear, allegedly. Excuse me.
Yeah, but let's talk about one more New York team. Is definitely your Giants. Didn't do too well against the Broncos. I pretty much it was expected. The Broncos. I thought Teddy Bridgewater. Let's talk about Bridgewater for a second. 28 of 36, 264 yards, and 2 touchdown passes. Teddy Bridgewater looked well. I thought he played well.
Yeah, against the Giants.
Yes, he did. He played very well.
Yeah, Teddy is all right. Danny Dimes, man. Was it 40 turnovers in 28 games?
Yes, he did have his 40th turnover in that game.
Boy, it ain't looking good, brother. You better get that. You better get it together. Because he fumbled that ball again. I said, boy, where have I seen this before? Oh, yeah, last year.
The season before that.
And the year before that. Hold the ball.
Man.
Give it to Saquon.
Yeah, man. The Broncos, man, I thought defensively they looked great. I thought personally I was just definitely proud of the Broncos, man. Broncos feeding off some of that momentum from the preseason. I think the Broncos and their defense, they look like a pretty decent team. And I look like Bridgewater was definitely much better than Drew Lock. I can tell you that now. He's looking better. He definitely looks like a great better.
Oh yeah, he's way better than Drew Lock. Drew Lock was just no disrespect. Drew Lock.
Now the Broncos definitely did suffer pretty much a good loss for their offense. Jerry Jeudy with a high ankle sprain. He's going to definitely be out for several weeks. But that's definitely a pretty big loss there. Those high ankle injuries or something else. And like I said, man, I just think the Broncos, I think they can definitely, they're going to compete this year a lot better than usual. I will say that. They're going to look real good. And another injury I want to talk about before I go back, we have to go back to Jets. We're going to Mekhi Becton is going to have knee surgery. Their left tackle, he'll be out for at least 4 to 5 weeks. It could have been a lot worse, but that definitely is another loss for the Jets for sure.
No, I'm up.
Oh, man. Now, one last game. Jaguars and the Texans. Definitely going to be some growing pains for the Jaguars.
Man.
Texans definitely humbled Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence never lost a regular season game in his life until yesterday. And him, him and Urban Meyer are used to winning. They're used to winning.
Yeah,
And
they about to go 0-16. They keep playing like that. 0-17, excuse me. Because them boys look like they was in the wrong professional sports arena. They look like they was supposed to be in the college arena. Because I was like, boy, Urban Meyer look like he out of his realm. Trevor Lawrence is just like, man, somebody do something. I'm not used to this. Our boys ain't doing nothing.
Well, congrats to David Culley, who had his first win though with the Texans as a head coach. That was great stuff, and I gotta give it to Tyrod Taylor. I mean, he looked great. He had a couple of touchdown passes.
Texans supposed to get their boot smoke
again at home against the Jags.
Yeah, they're supposed to get their boot smoke, man. They came out there and smoked their boots, man. That's a bad sign. Texas ain't got nobody. They got a bunch of misfits.
They got Mark Ingram. He had a touchdown yesterday.
Mark Ingram, he lucky in the league. A bunch of misfits. I heard Damian Adola's name. I thought he was commentating. He out there catching touchdowns and dancing. Tyrod Taylor, he done been done dirty everywhere he went. Now he out here shining.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. But I'm telling you, man, I thought, like I said, I thought the Texans look good. I don't expect the Texans to obviously play that well each week. But that's one. Who we play next week? They play the Browns at
Cleveland. Oh yeah, that's one. That's 1-1.
Yeah, that'll be 1-1.
Yeah. That's 1-1.
And also, as far as coaches, also congrats to Brandon Staley as well. He definitely got his first win with the Chargers. Congratulations to him on the season.
LA Superchargers.
Yeah, man. So I mean, like I said, man, the NFL season. I mean, I know the Ravens and the
Raiders.
Yeah, they've officially kicked off. Ravens and Raiders officially kicked off in Las Vegas for Monday Night Football. Definitely a big game that pretty much obviously with Raider fans at Allegiant Stadium is gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way to Vegas. Go to Allegiant Stadium on time.
Yeah. All right, Nick. Before we get them out of here, go ahead and show everybody. I guess you want to show your sneakers real quick.
Hey, first of all, watch your tone, bucko.
Okay.
And this ain't no regular pair of sneakers, pal.
Well, okay.
Buddy.
Okay.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? It's ridiculous. This man doesn't know what he's talking about. It's been a couple of weeks now. You know what I'm saying? I have been on the show. You know what I'm saying? I've been wheeling and dealing and working. But, these off-whites, you know what I'm saying, hit the dough. You know what I mean? The off-white dunks. You know what I'm saying? Virgil, I got lot 12, if you must know. I don't do the delay game. You know what I'm saying? Like, which one did you get? I'm just going to tell you I got 12. You know what I'm saying? Something light. Oh, this light, a little shiny on it. Something a little light.
Mm-hmm.
A little crimson tint.
Nice.
The Volts.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my latest pickups. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do on trade block because people want my shoes, but they're not giving me no real trade deals. Like, man, you want to trade me? Give me something I want.
Mm-hmm.
You see my wish list. You don't give me what? Nothing. Trash.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't want that mess. I got one in the trade block right now. Like, man, nobody want none of them.
Mm.
You gonna give me some some Racer Blues, some the pink and yellow ones for my Travis Scott. So you out of your mind? I ought to block you and report you. Don't do no stupid mess like that. But yes, lot 12 out of 50.
Nice.
Something light. Something light. It's a nice shoe. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. Mm-hmm. I just want to let the fans know that I don't do bots.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a bot. Somebody keeps saying you always hit. Yes, I hit, but I don't have a bot.
Mm-hmm. Well, with everyone, definitely wanted to say thank you all for watching and tuning in for Ron Nicks right now. We definitely plan on doing this every Monday or Tuesday whenever we can. It's definitely like I said, I'm definitely happy that the football season's back. I know NBA season will be around the corner. It'll be here before you know it. It definitely should be fun. Definitely a fun season there as well. But anyway, guys, I'm Ron. This is Nick. Thank you all for watching Ron Nicks Rundown. We'll definitely see you all next time.